Thanks, sister. Thank you. Before I start, I want to acknowledge the Turrbal and Yagara people as traditional owners of the land we meet on, and the elders past and present. Also want to acknowledge the elders here today, all the many visitors, school kids, and the Morayfield elders. I noticed they're here. Thank you, thank you. What I'm going to say might shock you, but we can't undo the past. Okay? What's happened, happened. We can change it through our kids. That's a good start today. I was born in Cherbourg in October 1955. 2 older brothers and 4 younger sisters. They're all gone now. And Mum passed when I was a young fella. She had leukemia. That was unheard of then in 1966. So while she was in hospital having treatment, the police come and grabbed us. Get some clothes, you're coming with us. And it changed our life forever. We're never the same. So in the dormitory, that was 1966, I was discharging. We never do it as a family again. In the dormitory, it was rough, cruel, and discipline. Strong emphasis on discipline. I was discharged in 1972, went to live with my auntie in Cherbourg, Auntie Tarsu, Betty Henry her name. But in the dormitory I formed many friendships. One stage there were 52 boys there and they're coming from all over Queensland. While I was in there I couldn't understand why boys, their brothers, their mum and dad were still on Cherbourg. I couldn't understand that. And other boys coming from all over Queensland. My mum passed, so I accepted I was there. Found out later why. And it's a cruel, cruel world. And the government's theme behind all this was that if you want to change society, target the kids. That's what they did. All the governments met in Melbourne in 1939, formulated a policy on the Aboriginal problem. Queensland at that meeting bragging, we got the dormitory system set up. So in schooling there, I was sent to Mergen State School in I started school in 61, sent to Mergen State School in 67, and I often wondered why. I enjoyed it, making new friends, new learnings. Finished state school there in 67 and started high school in 1970, I think 69, 70, Mergen State High School. And did okay, like sports, like everyone. My favourite subject was history and geography. And at high school you form a lot of lifelong friendships. Same as in the dormitory. My good friends are Alf Murdoch, Archie Watcho, Jack Anderson. Most of them all gone now, and we have regular catch-ups. Our next catch-up is that we're heading off to Kinchilla Boys Home next month. So it's good to see the brothers once a year. A lot of them are still hurting. They won't come to the gatherings, and you can understand why. What they've been through, a lot won't come back to Cherbourg. Sometimes I go back as the ration shed tours. I'm a tour guide there. I enjoy it, tell my story. Painful as it is. The dormitory system closed in 1980, and while in the dormitory, one Saturday afternoon, hot summer Saturday afternoon, house parents asked us if we wanted to go for a swim. So off we raced down the local watering hole, still water. Okay, so we come home about 5 o'clock, had tea and went to bed. Overnight all this rubbish came out of my right ear. So I go to the hospital and they keep me in for a couple of days. And the mission manager, Superintendent Jim Bailey, called me down. He said, Marshall, you got a bad ear infection. and they can't do anything up here at the hospital. So here's your permit, you're going to Brisbane. You lose this permit, you go to Palm Island. That put the fear of God into me. And twice, while waiting for the appointment, the police pulled me up. As soon as you said, where you from? I said, Sherbrooke. They said, where's your permit? So twice I pulled out that permit. I still have ear trouble now. And that was like I said, I left dormitory in 72. Still have ear infections. We came under the Royal Commission for Institutional Sexual Abuse. I was also on the Stolen Wages Committee more recently, but that's closed now, that system. Anastasia Palaszczuk offered 190 million. Dr. Oz Kidd at Redcliffe done their thesis on the stolen wages and came up with a rough guess of 500 million the government's collected over the years. So the Townsville, Toowoomba and Redcliffe hospitals were built on stolen wages. And on Wednesday I'm invited to a meeting at Redcliffe because they're going to lay a plaque there for acknowledging the stolen wages. Auntie Ruth is there too, we're also invited. What does that mean? 50 years ago I worked for $2 a week and I kept asking, where's my pay gone? They said it's gone into your bank account, trust account. And but there's a lot of people who passed not knowing what happened to their pay, my mum included, 2 brothers. Not bitter. Why? I say, if you can change something, change your thinking. You're never going to change people screaming, murder, violence. Just be calm and collected and let people listen and understand. Lack of understanding is a problem of all issues today. And in regards to the dormitory system, that's over. The permit system stopped in 1986. That system was the apartheid. South Africa copied the apartheid system of us. I'll tell you a story about that apartheid system. While working with Queensland Health, about 10 years ago, I was called to educate staff on the cultural training on the south side of Brisbane. Oh, wow. There's one unit, specific unit, they wanted help. So it goes over and I look and I can see they're not Fiji, New Guinea. So I did an intro in there. They all said they were from South Africa. And so he got into the class and I pulled out the permit system. They all started crying. When I showed them bringing home video, they couldn't believe it. They said, Uncle, that happened the same in our country. They moved us around. So it's not a good look, well known for. But changes come with you. Okay? You can influence change. Yeah, like I said, the permit system stopped in 86. So I left high school in 73 and started work with the government, Queensland government in 1974, posted to Rockhampton. While in Rockhampton I saw the government files on Mapoon, 1963, and we had swore to secrecy about Mapoon. Kamalka came in and offered $2 million to the Aboriginal people to move, they wouldn't. So a famous premier then took the $2 million and gave it to all the other Aboriginal communities and moved Mapoon people north. That's when I resigned from the government and I walked out, and that was 76. February 77, I was walking down the main street of Adelaide. The Aboriginal flag flying there, I couldn't believe it. Stayed there 20 years. In 1996, the elders in Sherbrooke were ringing me, come home son, your father's native title land is up for grabs. Mining companies are moving in. Clive Palmer's there, Gina Reinhardt and Adani. So we get Buckley's out of royalties anyway. So, yeah. So 1997 I started working with JAG as a parole officer in Sherby. Working in the courts, criminal system and what have you. That funding run out with that, so I applied for a job at the Brisbane Youth Detention Centre, successful there, 1997. And yeah, again, a couple of years later, funding run out there, so started in Queensland Health in 97. Left there in 2012. So in Queensland Health I had a statewide focus of cultural awareness training, and I helped complement the, set up the learning circles that complement cultural awareness training. I was given wholehearted support by the executive, Queensland Health executive. I had a statewide focus, so I was very, very busy. I resigned in 2012 when I missed out on another important job in Queensland Health. And Adrian rang me from IUE. Uncle, come and work for me, do cultural awareness training and what have you. I lasted out in a couple of years and he moved me to working with the elders. And working with the elders is the enjoyment out of it. You know what they've been through? You've got a fair idea who to contact. Link up Queensland and community personal histories. But it's ongoing, and how can we fix it, make it better? More one-on-one, I guess. And not have what the elders want. So I've been there 12 years now with IUE, loving it. It's a good, flexible working place. Love catching up with family, elders, especially the young ones, and helping struggling families too. I mean, why I say that? A lot of people used to come and help mum through help, sending plates of food down for her. So I've got to do that as well now too. In my outlook in life is the enjoyment, catching up with family, friends, telling my story. And the legacy I want to leave with you is about 6 months, 1997, I was living in Stafford and I got my car rego bill in the mail. And so I sat down, done my sums and wrote a letter off to Paul Brady, a local member, transport member. I said, Mr. Brady, I can't pay this. This is too much, it's going to leave me with nothing. I said, what about the 6 months car rego? And I said, I feel sorry for the Aussie battler, the guy in the dole with 4 kids. How you expect him to pay 12 months car rego? So the caption in the Courier Mail the following week, what about the Aussie battler? So 6 months car rego coming. But anyway, thank you everyone for listening. Feel free to chat later, ask questions. And thanks for Noonga for inviting me, Noonga Reconciliation Group. And Auntie Ruthie for her love and support over the years. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. It was lovely.